I'm Brian Batista. My friends call me Bunny. And I just came from the art store, went to Sunnyside Art Supplies. I needed a couple of things. I want to show you some of this. I got some new colors of gouache, some fluorescents, some colors maybe normally I wouldn't pick. Why? Well, they told me they were such a great deal. Buy 3, get 1 free. I couldn't resist, and I've probably doubled my collection now. This is episode 52, more color strings and swatches. The other thing I got is a new grayscale chart. Now, these things are really useful, but I made the mistake of taking it out of the bag and getting my charcoaly Conte hands all over it and ruining it. If you do buy one of these, my advice is keep it in the plastic bag it comes in, or wrap it in saran wrap. I set up my trusty time-lapse gear on an easel to downshoot onto a portable folding table, and I begin work on my version of the color swatches from Richard Schmids' All Prima 2. Drawing and taping 11 by 5 1-inch boxes and applying a masking tape grid to each. I had to vary a few of the colors he used based on the paints I had on hand. Personally, I don't use such a huge variety of colors in my palette, and so this is really an interesting way to learn even more. The 11 colors I'm using on the palette from left to right are nickel yellow, cad yellow deep, yellow ochre, cadmium red, burnt sienna, alizarin crimson, transparent oxide red, viridian cobalt, and ultramarine blue. They're going to go on full strength across the top row, and I make tinted color strings of each pure hue below them on this chart. I'm trying to keep very tidy in between the applications so as not to contaminate my pure hues. I'm using a palette knife and I wipe it off between each step. Most of the work here is done on the palette, which I've drawn a grid on with the Sharpie marker. And basically the notes from these lessons are the chart applied to the canvas pad. When I'm done, while it's still wet, I quickly peel back the blue tape to reveal the clean lines of the unpainted canvas between each square. On the other charts, I blend the first dominant color with each of the remaining 10 colors across the top and make another set of value tints of each color below. The first being the yellows, with the rest of the colors and the variety of mixes and tints that can be made with them. The replacement colors I use don't seem to provide as great a range as I had hoped, but they are opening my eyes to the other colors I have in my collection that I'd like to experiment with as well. I ran out of reusable neutral gray palettes and grabbed my trusty wood one for the time being. However, I prefer working on a neutral gray because I think it helps show the true nature and value of the colors. When I'm done, I label each one and set it aside to dry. They're oil paint, so some are far slower drying than others. And at times I'm thinking, why waste all this paint? But then that voice reminds me, paint is cheap. And honestly, this is a fantastic investment and learning. I'm stoked on making the remaining 7 charts whenever I get some spare studio time. I'm going to add these to my color Bible and continue to film my process so I can share it with you. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm going to continue with these color swatches and show them to you when they're done. But there's more exciting news coming up in the next episode. I just got my package from Italy and I'll be opening it in the next one to show you what exciting things are coming up. If you like what's going on here, check out my blog, visit my website atelierartista.com, and more importantly, if you haven't already, please subscribe below. And until next time, ciao for now.